All right, so we're going to talk about small business growth. So this is a broad topic.
Yeah.
I want to talk about if you're a small business, we're based on the Sunshine Coast. Where do you invest in digital marketing? How do you get the best return, and what does that look like?
Yeah.
Do you want to start this? Do you want me to start?
Yeah, I'm happy to
Go
start.
for it.
So yeah, we have a lot of businesses come to us, or even just conversations, as we're marketers,
Yeah, for sure.
with people, and they
Yeah.
say, common thing is, we're working on a website, or we're about to launch a website. We'll need marketing. Like, what do I do? I don't
Yeah.
know what I need. I just need leads, and I have a website.
Yeah.
Um, and I guess the question comes to ultimately what the industry is,
Mhm.
what industry you're in, and your goals, and the amount of money you have set aside to
For sure.
invest into digital marketing. For myself, being in SEO,
Yeah.
I'd always look for and it's a long-term strategy, looking at SEO opportunity. So making sure the website foundational structure is structured correctly, keyword research,
Yeah.
content, everything is aligned.
Yeah.
But I know for yourself, you have the more advertising brain.
For sure. Yeah. It's I always say to people, business is expensive. I think that's one of the big takeaways from that understanding. You know, it's easy. It's somewhat a lot easier now.
Mm.
2024. It's easier to be able to set up a business. 10 years ago, 20 years ago, it was a lot harder. There was a lot more that you'd have to go through. The process now, it has become quite simple.
Yeah.
You go on, you can register a name, you can register your ABN, you can set up a website, you can even build your own website.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different things that you can do to kind of get going.
Yeah.
And I think it gives some business owners or new business owners a false sense of security in the sense of going, it's simple, it's easy, and it's going to be cheap.
Yeah.
It's not. Business owner myself, being in business, working across multiple businesses, owning multiple businesses, it's not cheap. So understanding when you start and you're looking to grow your business, know that there is going to be a capital that you're going to require. So next on the list is site reputation abuse. Do you want to break down what that is?
Yes. So site reputation abuse goes into backlinks, which we discussed in another podcast.
Yeah.
I feel like in the SEO community, or anyone who's passionate about SEO, they find one thing that works and they just go ham with it. So like the content, Google's really trying to hone down backlinks and making sure that the backlinks websites are obtaining are quality and of relevance to that website's subject matter.
Yeah.
So basically what the algorithm update is affecting is websites that are just buying these cheap or manipulative websites that are irrelevant, in a different country, low quality.
Yeah.
And Google's basically not favoring those and ignoring those and not giving any weight to the websites that it's linking to.
Definitely.
From what we've seen.
Yeah, and to add to that, one of the key areas in how you can tell is what they call like link farms.
Yes.
Or PBNs. So a link farm is where one website has huge volume of outlinks, and a PBN is where you have a lot of websites all under the one IP that all link to each other, right? So that is a real telltale sign to be able to look at a website that is, one directory website or a news article website that may have 2, 3, 4, 500,000 links that are going out to other websites versus readable articles or news publications that may still have 20 or 30,000 blogs, but are only running 20 or 30,000 outlinks. There's a big difference in that. So that's another way that they're looking at this, this site reputation and going, does this look like they're just selling links to other businesses, or is this a credible website and a valuable link? And then speaking to that niche concept, that's another factor. So that site reputation of a website being of high credibility, but in the wrong industry. So now this talk is probably going to favor more the people that are in SEO and talking about SEO and working in SEO. But that is what we're seeing in this kind of niche relevancy. So an example of that is if we have a website that has high volume of traffic, high DR, high credibility, high authority.
Yeah.
And let's say it's in health and fitness, or let's say it's, health and fitness.
Yeah.
Where's the relevance for it linking to a digital marketing agency?
Yeah.
There isn't one.
No.
So that's another factor of what Google is looking at, that site reputation of not just grabbing links from high credible sources for trying to get the weight of what that website can give you versus is it actually relevant to you, and the link going through to your website is that right for the user?
Yeah.
It's a really interesting one. It's quite a...
Yeah. And I think another example from what we've seen is it's easy to get low quality backlinks.
Oh, yeah.
And that's where the benefit of coming to an agency
for sure
is, because anyone could go to any cheap website really and pay someone, or
Fiverr, Upwork, 5,000 links, $20.
Yeah. And get a link and say, I'm the best electrician on the Sunshine Coast, get it indexed and get the link. Whereas the difference between that and actually getting a high quality placement
for sure
is it's a process. You can't just go to The Guardian or the Sunshine Coast Daily and say, can you write me an article about how I'm the best electrician on the Sunshine Coast? Because they would probably turn you away, because
they will turn you away.
Who says that you are?
Exactly.
And that's the difference. So there is a process and a cost and time investment behind getting these quality placements, but it's what Google is favoring, and you'll reap the benefits of that.
Big time.
So, yeah.
And then finally, the last thing is the expired domain concept. So this is very similar to the backlinks, but what people would do is look for websites that have acquired these high quality backlinks and purchase them, and then redirect them to their website.
Yeah.
And that indirectly can give you that link. This is something that has been done for years. Not as you just put it, it's hard to get a backlink or a credible placement or article from The Guardian, Forbes, Mashable, those sort of high authoritative websites. It's not an easy or a cheap ordeal to get them.
No.
So what they would do is look for businesses that may no longer be in service, find if they have articles, grab the domain, and then send that through to their website.
Yeah.
It's a tactic that's been used by a lot of SEO companies for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's now one that is being penalized as well, or definitely not being favored. So that's the kind of the third piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
The expired domain abuse is gone. High quantity of batched AI content is being no indexed.
Yeah.
And site reputation abuse of low quality spammy links from irrelevant niches has been affected.
Yeah. So key takeaways would be to make sure that you're writing content that's providing value to users.
For sure.
You can leverage AI as a framework, but don't rely on it to generate the content completely.
Definitely.
And then probably for backlinks, either if you have the money aside, it'd be best to come to an agency to work out a backlink strategy. Alternatively, if you have networks in your industry, reaching out to them to get a link.
What she said.
Yeah.
All right. We'll leave it at that today.
Awesome.
Thanks again. Catch ya.